Hello everyone, I'm HorseyEatYou, and I'm very glad to be here with Galaxy Princess Zorana. Okay, look, I haven't recorded in like probably 2 months, so let me yap, okay? I'm really glad to be here because I haven't been able to record in a long time. But this is a, not quite a sequel, but a follow-up maybe to Long Live the Queen, which came back way back in like, I played it in like the winter of 2013. I remember that's like my first Steam sale. I remember getting it then. When did it come out? Was it 2013? 2012? I'm looking that up real quick. I know it was 2013. Yeah, I played it. Okay, within like a month of release. I remember it was one of the first visual novels on Steam. Well, visual novels. Like it's visual novel-y. Not quite sure if you'd call it one. Like it depends. Like, do you count like Ace Attorney as one, that kind of thing? It's close enough, right? Yeah, I mean by Hanako Games, they played like one other game by them, but they're well known. Anyway, I almost did the Kickstarter for this, but it gave beta access, and I knew I'd play the beta if I did, so I didn't donate. I've been waiting patiently since this was announced like what, a year or two ago. Anyway. I have no idea what build I'm gonna go do. Like I've looked at the stats, like I read the first 3 lines. I was like, no, can't go any further. Gotta wait. Yeah, so there's no Falcons, which instantly makes this game worse. Oh, I should mention, I have 100% of Long Live the Queen. Like a year or two ago, I was just like doing a run, like, you know, once or twice a day just because it's fun. I started doing that again a week ago, even though I have all the achievements. Anyway, I'm hoping I love this game. I have seen that there are a lot of like unarmed skills. So there's unarmed, there's like body control. Isn't there? Like I could be wrestling. I could be the wrestle princess. It's an option. You lie in your curtained bed trying to relax your mind into sleep. What a rotten day. Your mathematical drills made your head hurt. Your super served far too cold. The heel of your favorite damson purple shoe snapped completely off on the way back to your room, making you stumble in front of your guards. Even your beloved pet. Yeah, okay, I got here. Then I stopped myself. So we can be a Falcon princess. I didn't actually look at that. I didn't realize there's a hawk option. Yeah, we're doing an all-consuming black blob. But no, we're doing hawk. Pecked your finger while you were oiling its talons. It's bad enough that you had to leave all your friends and be dragged off to this floating palace just because you're the heir now. What's the point of being an imperial princess if you can't have nice things? Okay, is our mom dead? Is this... Your father, the emperor, rules over all civilized space. How dare your shoe betray you? This is not helping you get to sleep. Relax. You get another shoe in the morning. I hope that she starts out as an idiot, like in Long Live the Queen. Suddenly there's a loud chime at your door. You don't care. You're in bed. You're not answering it. You're surprised your room lights up, turn on by themselves. Someone out there has the power to override your settings. Hello, Dark Elf. Yeah, everyone's a Dark Elf in this, by the way, I think. Your Imperial Highness, Princess Zorana. We're here to escort you to the cabinet room. Please rise and dress at once. Go away, I'm sleeping. It's weird. There is lip sync, but no voice acting. That's really weird. It's an emergency, Your Highness. It's your father. Whatever my father wants, he can tell me in the morning. Oh yeah, he's dead. Princess, your father is gone. What? Mood change, compliant. I'll be right there. I hope there's a way to see how the moods interact with your skills in this. Because that was the thing that sucked about the original game. Like you had to go to a wiki if you want to know, oh yeah, yielding does this, you know, lonely does this, etc, etc. You make your way to a seat, still dazed. All around government ministers, logothetes, that's a word. Civil servants are shouting at each other in agitation. Doesn't seem real. Surely the real you is still lying safe in bed? Adrift and confused, you stare up at the imperial portraits that overhang the cabinet table. That's not a Dark Elf. Father, mother. Never really knew either of you. Oh yeah, we have a codex. I did see this. Where is it? Right here. Lots of names in there. Crystal Nova. Yeah, because this is same universe as the first game. It's just in space now. Currently neither an enemy nor an official ally of the Celestial Empire. The two powers on peaceful terms. Her mother came from a prominent Novan family. It was hoped that her marriage would bring the two powers closer. And I believe you can unlock Lumen in this still. I think I read that you can. It's harder though. So obviously we just study economics and we can walk into the treasury, get it, and that's it, right? Emperor Dragosin was a busy man with no allowance for a child's demands. You were raised by the Merkin House homeworlds by your governess in a series of boarding schools. You saw your father only at official functions from a distance. Okay. You've only been here in the Heavenly Palace for a season, learning at his side. And now? Speak one at a time, or we cannot hear ourselves think. Mazarin, you're His Majesty's shadow, sworn to defend him at all times. How can you not know what happened? Were you not at his side? Oh, he's a furry. A male Miro raises his head. We got too much lore. Too much. One thing the first game was weird about is like the world is insanely detailed. There's all these factions, and like it's very hard to keep track of them. Like that's not even the point of the game. Like you can, but like the Emperor received a message from the science labs that one of his top secret projects had made some kind of breakthrough. We went down to see it at once. It's like a Dark Souls, you know, all these guys have a bunch of lore and text, but like, who cares, right? One of the cabinet ministers, your father's logothete of science, immediately questions, what manner of project? The researcher was attempting to create short-range personal warp fields. Of course, yeah. The assembled ministers break out in shouts again, with cries of impossible, but the physics! You don't understand. What? Oh, come on. Any of the technical babble. This is a skill test, yeah. Yeah. When your current skills are moved to affect the outcome of the story. Would you rather not know? Oh, you can disable. No. Any school child knows the basics, though. Only very large ships and structures like this palace can travel through warp gates to distant parts of the galaxy. No single person can teleport from a bedroom to a boutique, even if it would be very convenient to avoid crowds. We went to review the equipment and speak with the researcher. Dragosin sent me to another lab to check on some readings. He's my first loyalty, so I obeyed without question. Wait, is there Lord a shadow or more than just a bodyguard? Stands as close as the second skin. Okay, they're an extension of their masters. They may not marry or take lovers. The oath of service has no end, not even in death. Protect and serve into eternity. Well, that's the theory. Okay. Then I heard the sound of an explosion. I returned to the lab to find the equipment was destroyed and the researcher and the Emperor disappeared. But there were no bodies. No. Were there any records of what tests were run? What the machine was trying to do? Where it may have sent them? No. Everything was destroyed. How come you know nothing? He doesn't answer. No bodies. It's possible that the experiment worked and your father is transported somewhere in the Heavenly Palace? But he's just injured, maybe? Or unconscious, and that's why he's not here? That's a mystery. It's more likely he's thrown out into space or sucked into another dimension or ripped into tiny pieces and scattered into confetti. There's obviously some convoluted way to go save him, you know, you gotta level up, it'd be like saving, Bryony from the old palace place. You know, what is that, week 29? I know my long live the queen. You wrap your arms around yourself and sink down into your chairs. The ministers argue around you. All gone. Princess Zorana. What? You're the designated heir. In your father's absence, it falls to you to make the decisions for the Empire. You must decide what we do next. But if the Emperor is dead, then the Empire must be informed and the official mourning period begun. However, with nobody present, the procedures are less clear. No body present. Should we officially announce Dragosin's death, or delay the inevitable until an investigation can be concluded? Oh God! This is just like, I mean, to solidify our power, making the announcement makes sense, right? But okay, look, I'm not trying to get the good ending. I'm just trying to survive, okay? The Empire deserves to know the truth. We should announce it. Very well. Then the Celestial Ministry is permanently disbanded. Thank you all for your service. You may depart. Wait, what? This is your father's cabinet. His ministers who made their oaths directly to him. If he's no longer emperor, these contracts are no longer valid. Their time is over. Dang it! Is that not what you wanted? Well, not really, no. They're leaving you here on your own? Yeah, no, we can't show indecisiveness. That's correct. Make the announcements. You don't need your father's ministers anyway. Most of the occupants of the room clear out at this point, but a few remain. Sidio, of course, is not a minister, but a Vistark, a civil servant. It's their job to carry out your orders and see to all those fiddly paperwork details. This woman, however, is something entirely different. She is the Imperial Thresher, head of intelligence and secret police. Never really spoken to her before. Her reports to your father remain in private. You're staying? She chuckles, earrings swing. Only the Emperor can grant me permission to retire. Or the Empress, if you claim the throne. Aren't I Empress already if my father's gone? Not until you are acclaimed by the majority of electors. You're Dragoson's designated successor. You must stand for a formal election before you can be crowned. Dang it, I hate democracy. Well, no, is it... Are electors they voted for? Makes it a republic? Or are they just there? What does that make it then? Means our first priority is ensuring your safety. You don't have an oath sword bodyguard at this point, do you? No, just regular guards. Then I volunteer to stand as your bodyguard until a proper rotation can be established. If you wish it, I'll sleep in your quarters to keep you safe from harm. Do we trust her? She wants to stay in your bedroom, your private sanctum. She's a stranger whose entire job is to snoop and spy. But it could be safer to have her present, if you feel that you can trust her. If not, you'll be volunteering for your own execution. Hold on, I'm gonna cut it for a second. Okay, just drank a bunch of water. I hope that helps. Can you truly trust anyone in this palace? Can we have like a middle option where like she's not in our room? Because that is like, you know, that's, do we trust her? God, it's making me make decisions I don't know. See, the secret is, of course, you can't trust her, but also she helps you, right? It's like, she's Lucille. But no, I guess Lucille never really helps you, does she? She just sends you chocolates. My current guards will be sufficient, unless you recruit her as a Lumen advisor. I know my long live the queen. She says nothing, only nods. Probably best that you sleep while you can. There'll be little time for it in the future. With the meeting broken up, you disperse into the hallway. Princess Zorana. I was bound by your father to give you a message in the event of his death. Yes? Level up economics! Focus on your studies. The skills you gain can never be taken from you. They may mean the difference between life and death for yourself and the Empire. Build a pool of trusted advisors as quickly as possible to strengthen your power base. Always remember that your own knowledge is more valuable than what you hear from others. That's all? Nothing personal? No secrets? No final admission that he loved you? Nothing? You've been a weak and spoiled flower, but you're Dragoson's child. If you survive, you'll be Empress. Spoiled? Hardly true. It is what your father told me to say. Learn quickly. He walks away. Here you are, in complete control of your own life for the first time. What you choose to study will give you the skills you need to become Empress, or else doom you to a brutal fate. Determined. You'll show them all. You have to. Once you've slept, you may choose your first set of classes and begin your journey. Okay. She can learn many skills, some faster than others, depending on her current mood. The question mark is to the skill set to gain more information. Oh, we already have 10 repair and hunting? Is that from pet? Hunting makes sense for Falcon. Studying any domination skill this turn will gain you 5 skill points. Oh, because of mood. Oh, okay. So green is good mood. Okay, okay. We can't do wrestling. What is X? Oh no. Oh, so determined means you suck at art. Okay. So I did see in on the Steam store page on this game. I looked there too. There are like other skills too. Like you see how these ones all have 3 in the branch, like bureaucracy, military, economics, intrigue, galactic relations. I wonder, is that from choices? And you don't actually directly do that? So I guess you don't study economics, but your decisions, you know, well, bureaucracy or yeah, economics is one. So you don't study that. It's more like the choices you make either make that good or bad. Sorry. So I mean, we need a way to defend ourselves. Reflexes? That's always a good one. My favorite back in Long Live the Queen was always royal demeanor, which would be, I guess, interaction in this case, like rhetoric, etiquette, and deception. Well, I mean, deception's closer to like flattery in the first game, I guess. What is? Oh, that's how you choose it. Okay. So we need to learn how to use a gun, or you know, something, or unarmed. Here we go, full wrestle princess. Engineering. Invention. What is that good for? Demolition? What are those? Explosives, identifying weak spots to destroy objects and buildings. Understanding forces enough to keep a safe distance. Okay. I don't know, man. Gymnastic skills? Balance, falling without hurting yourself? Okay, I think one reflex. And what's body control? Endurance? I guess? Well, we can see the mood. Okay, that's good in this game. What's contortion? Twisting your body. Okay, flexibility. Don't be fit through small gaps or escape confinement. Pressure points. That's Wrestle Princess. I don't know. I don't think we're doing Wrestle Princess. Okay. Once again, you lie in your bed. This time, sleep bubbles up easily. Your mind and body are exhausted from the stress of the day since your father disappeared. Only in sleep can you relax. Was there a noise? Something just fall over in your room? You're so tired. Something bumps up against your bed. Yeah! Woo! We dodged the snake bite. You roll out of the way just as someone drives their hands down onto the bed where you were laying. An assassin! Guards! Trigger the lights and the alarms, scrambling backwards to safety as uniformed guards rush into your private chamber. Princess, wait! Oh, she's cute! Your vision focuses on an attractive, scantily clad Hurricane woman. You vaguely recognize her as one of your father's concubines. Why is a concubine sneaking into your bedroom to kill you? Never, you're ending. It's safeguards. You can leave now. The guards grab hold of her, pinning her arms and wings. The penalty for treason is death, assassin. Assassin? Please, I just came to talk to you. Princess, I cry mercy. Of course you would say that now that she's been caught. Please don't kill me. Oh, God. The guards await your commands. Let's say punish. Yeah, she's cute. We can let her go. They wouldn't kill you week one, right? Right? Hanako Games wouldn't kill me week one if I didn't vote reflex. Take her away and lock her up, but don't kill her. Have her questioned. Find out how she got in here. The guards take the woman away, still protesting your innocence. You try your best to return to sleep, but you still don't feel safe. She better not be the Lumen advisor in this game. Every turn you'll have the opportunity to interact socially with characters who are present in your current location. Yeah, I know you can move around in this game, which that's weird. There's people in the Heavenly Palace. As well as visiting Kurundi the Thresher. You can also spend time with your pet. You have a pet hummingbird, which has been enhanced with technology to make it stronger and faster. Sometimes its metal claws need a bit of blocking the bottom of the screen for me. Choosing, yeah. What is your pet's name? Does this matter? Princess Caramel Custom. Is it a girl hawk or a boy hawk? I mean, it's probably just gonna be kept gender neutral. Like, Tiberius, that's a male name, right? Of course, this is Lord. First thing was Lord Van Zeeks. No. Lord Thomas Dollery III. Everyone knows this. That's Lord Thomas Dollery III. Guard lady? Close to Stasia with the X button to the top right. You'll need the skill to investigate on your own. Oh, okay. Good day to you, Imperial Princess Zorana. My agents are not aware of any current threats to your personal safety. Let's go. We just had to suck. What? No, not a succubus. What is she, like a harpy? It said a race. What? Merkin? No. Herkin. A hybrid. Consider physically weak compared to other species. They're more commonly found in the harem in the military. Yeah, have you found anything more than the woman who broke into my room? Her name is Esmarai. She's a highly ranked member of the Emperor's harem, in which he had promised to marry her. Because of which she was very upset about his disappearance. She continues to insist that she's not an assassin. She claims she wanted your help asserting her rights as consort to be. For the one blade, she was carrying no weapons and lacked the training to kill effectively with her hands. For the other blade, the Emperor is most certainly not making any plans for marriage. Imperial history? Was that a skill? How did she get into my private room? History? Yeah, I don't see it on here. So I guess it's a side skill that I guess we haven't been tutorialized for yet. She obtained override code somehow. We haven't been able to trace the vector. Esmeralda was not a skilled hacker, not in contact with any known subversives. Her only notable society connections would be Zolot, Elector of Kidro. You wouldn't have had those codes either. The Twin Worlds in Sector Morocco 1. That's where you grew up. You've met Zolot socially before, though you don't know him well. You've rekeyed all the systems, of course. However, those codes leaked. They'll no longer function. Whatever happened is dealt with now. Okay. Is this time on the left? Let's go visit our bird. Bold! Think that you're hawked the arena to fly, watching it swoop and dive. The sense of freedom stirs your heart. Choose an activity which will change your mood. How do you want to prepare for the turn to come? We were determined. Daredevil, explore the station, yeah! Yep. They're waiting for you in the cabinet room. Princess Zorana, I need to speak with you. News of the Emperor's death is traveling far and wide. Expect that as many nobles and diplomats will be contacting you soon. Vivum? Meantime, your father is due to make a decision on extending the recapitalization thresholds for this Vivum's accretion tax. So now it falls to you. Accretion? Economics, yeah, impossible. Don't know what that means. Oh, I could have done deception. Suppose the Emperor did not consult with you on matters of high finance. The Vestarch regards you solemnly. If you dare to claim the throne, you need to begin making contacts and alliances. You need to support the College of Electors in order to be proclaimed Empress. Every elector is a noble from one of the Imperial worlds, each with their own interests and motivations. You need to speak with them individually to win their support and make deals where you can. You also need a new team of advisors. By Imperial customs, you may not rehire any minister from the previous cabinet. Oh, come on, really? With certain exceptions. The Thresher will always advise you on matters of intrigue. The High Pontifex will always take the role of spiritual advisor once you win your support. It's the same for the military advisor, the Star Admiral. They aren't here right now. They have too many duties of their own to stay in the palace at all times. You'll have to seek them out. You have knowledge skills, yeah! You have access to an advisor, you can use their knowledge as if it were your own. Oh! Advisors can also help you train your knowledge, but a bad advisor will lead you astray. So, yeah, there we go, there we go. Burundi 75 intrigue. Okay. So he could train me in intrigue, and I don't know. You might want to elect his loyalty by offering them a position as your advisor. It's a great honor to join the Celestial Ministry. You might also consider winning someone's loyalty by making an offer of marriage. Marriage? Marriage alliances are traditional. You haven't even had your adulthood rights yet. You're still an adolescent. Old enough to be betrothed yet? Betrothed? I think it's betrothed. Now, would you really want to barter away your future like that? Marriages are for life. As your father's heir, you provide direction for the Heavenly Palace. At your command, we'll travel the Empire so you can meet with your electors. It's also much to take in. You have enough to worry about with your classes. Thank you. I'll speak with you again later. What should you study next? Okay. So I can study intrigue now. If I want. Can I study like... Okay, I can study those, just... 10 points. Media. Pop culture. Yeah, that's what we need. So I think one intrigue works good. And do I want to do the other one in economics? What, survival? Is that like if you're stranded? Finding food and water? I mean, are any of these useful? The other one is unarmed. Strength is useful to improve damage. Chain is weird. When are we gonna have a whip or a chain? Oh, after learning this skill, you tend to carry a knife. That seems good. Is there not like a little lore tidbit every time you go up one? I like that. The basic level blade and intrigue. Princess Zorana, these are the regular status reports. You eye the stack of papers with some dismay. The Imperial harem has been cleared. All your father's former concubines have been sent on their way. No, dang it! With appropriate gifts and things. Some will no doubt wish to return for the official funeral, but for now, it's safer to keep them away from the palace. We don't need any further disruption. It's probably for the best. When is the official funeral? Certain ceremonies to bless the Emperor's passage have been carried out already. The full state funeral will not take place until a new ruler holds the throne. Till then, the Empire is guided by his spirit. This brings us to an issue which requires your attention. Mazarin, Your late father's shadow has not yet carried out the ceremony to end his life as honorary. Oh god. Bureaucracy in history. It wasn't his fault, it was an accident. There's nothing he could have done. That does not matter. The shadow must follow him into death. Have you spoken to Mazarin? He's confined himself to his quarters, fasting and vigil. Claims he's waiting for the Emperor's body to be found before holding the ceremony. I had to cut your throat at your master's feet when the feet are missing. That's supposed to be a joke? Mazarin's loyalty is not in question, but the Emperor's physical form may forever be beyond our reach. What are your commands? It can wait. Yeah, we can wait. He would rest easier if we could find his remains. Till we have final proof of the Emperor's fate, or a new Emperor takes the throne, it's not a dishonor to wait. Very well then. Gather up the papers and hurry away to your room before you can be presented with any more problems. Yeah, that's how it works. You check your messages, discover you got mail. They send your condolences about your father's death. Of course, the news will be reaching across the Empire by now. But it's seasoned since you've seen any of your old friends, so your father called you away to the Heavenly Palace and named you heir in your brother's place. At school, your two dearest friends are Kazania and Vasily. She loved gauzy dresses that blow in the wind and make her look like a dramatic heroine. She's fascinated by rumors of magic and alien power. Okay, it's Bryony. Katrina was a far better student than you were, especially when it came to computers. She loves finding out secrets and assists the crystal she keeps by her keyboard going, Lumen! She's enthusiastic, bubbly, and a bundle of energy. Vasily, on the other hand, is much more laid back. He's handsome, artistic, and prefers to charm his way out of situations rather than do any actual work. He's quite intelligent when he puts his mind to things. He'd rather use that intelligence to have a good time. He always had devoted fans following in his wake. He's kind to all of them, but never seriously in love. As far as the romance went, you had a crush on... She's a Lumen, so Lumen power's good. Her eyes were always full of mystery. You really miss her. For now, though, your social interactions are limited to the palace. Okay. So I was hoping we could, like, invite her to come and, like, teach us spirituality or something. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, okay, so this is filled up, so we get 2 interactions. I guess we can just hang out with Thomas Dolary III. Let's visit the shadow. Speak with him, but he won't open the door. He said the shadow is refusing to leave his quarters. He will not eat or sleep until your father's body is found. So I'm hoping to meet us end that way. Because he's not willing to meet with you. That's our time, what the heck? Also, with media and bureaucracy, we could... Okay, so we can do other stuff. And... Let's pledge. There's 30 votes? Jeez. Yeah, let's visit our bird. Oh, but that resets our mood to bold. So if we... Okay, I see how... I get it. Let's go back down to determined. So next time we don't want to visit the bird if we want to change our mood. Oh god, it's faster than light. You must travel to each location to interact with the local electors. Under the pinned location, you can see the votes up for grabs in a sector. White is unassigned, checkmark at X. Heavenly Palace can move only 1 warp gate jump per turn. You travel to any of the 4 points. Okay. Stay put. Instead of moving, you receive a bonus social action on the following turn, so you talk to more people in your location. There aren't many people to talk to in deep space, so you should probably pick a new location. So there's lots of votes here, but we're inept, so maybe we shouldn't go there first. Drug. Let's go to this one. Well, can we see who's in? Where is the guy who sent who may have sent the bird lady in? There's too many names. We're going to Merco 2. Way better than Merco 1. That's why they made the second one. We have a problem. There's always a problem. Mazarin has disappeared. What? He stopped responding to messages. He might not have even been in the room when we visited him. That's what I was thinking. When we overrode the security lockout on his quarters to see if he'd done his duty, we found them empty. Like an important political person, the Emperor's own shadow, just disappeared at the palace. Weren't you watching him? You never... Oh my god, you shut up. You never ordered surveillance on Mazarin. He said he was completely loyal. Your Highness, my agents have been more concerned with your safety than the safety of a shadow who's due to enter eternity in a near future anyway. Oh, did he die somehow? Did he make another warp portal to follow my father? On last reported sighting, he was headed for the hangar decks. It was likely that he smuggled himself out of the palace on a spaceship. As the Emperor's shadow, Mazarin is trained in a variety of techniques: stealth, surveillance, infiltration, hacking. He's quite hard to track. Actually, he's just gonna go hang out with Zorana's dad. We're calling him Kinzo. Kinzo and Genji. He just faked his death and they're just hanging out on Merca 3. Is he gone rogue to save his own life? Or is there more to the story? Maybe he's looking for the Emperor. Maybe he's trying to throw himself through a warp gate to join the Emperor. If he took a one-man shuttle and flew into a warp gate, he'd be obliterated without causing any harm to the palace. Speculation. Princess Zorana, falls to you to make decisions in the Dracosen's place. What is your official response to the situation? No, just let it be. I don't want to draw attention to what Mazarin's done. It could be a scandal. Don't say anything, don't do anything. Let everyone forget. Most likely we'll never hear from him. Okay, maybe this was a bad decision. Very well. Last, I'll leave you alone to plan your class schedule. Yeah, that's why we want the stats. Give us the stats. Media is useful. I mean... And then... bureaucracy's been coming up a lot. Are we doubling in knowledge skills? Yep, okay. There are more messages of sympathy waiting for you in the mail queue. These condolences are labeled from your Novan family. What family? You don't know anything about your mother's relatives on Crystal Nova? Since she died, they've never visited or reached out to you in any way, as far as you know. They might have sent something for her funeral. You're very young and you don't remember the details. Are her parents still living? Did she have siblings? Do you have cousins? You wonder for a moment. Decide it doesn't matter. Crystal Nova is no part of your life. You're dedicated to the Celestial Empire. It's almost an insult they reach out to you now, considering. Then it hits you. This message isn't from some unknown cousin. It's from your brother. Prince Vashkat, your older brother. Like you, half Merkin and half Novan. Unlike you, he had responsibility from a young age. He was named heir to the Celestial Empire upon his birth. He blazed a trail through the top scholardoms, led his squadron in military service. Then he turned traitor, stole a fighter, defected to Crystal Nova. Ex-Prince Vashkat has a warrant on his head if he ever dares to return to Imperial space. You haven't heard from him since. Oh, come on, we can't hate him. I mean, I'm sure he's evil and is gonna kill us with poisoned chocolates, but I miss him. Your ages and different upbringings meant that you weren't as close as some siblings. He's still your brother. He used to visit you on Kidro, tell you stories. He escorted you to balls when you're too little for a proper partner. More importantly, if you're here now, then you wouldn't have to deal with all these politics. Vashkat was supposed to be the heir, not you. He betrayed the Empire and ran away. You don't even know why. You don't have time to think about this now. You're an Imperial princess. You're busy. Yeah, okay. You enter a new inhabited sector. That turn social phase will be your reception to allow you to meet the local electors. In the early days of the Merkin space exploration, before the Celestial Star Empire, the first colony outside the Twin Worlds was built on Sejina, a rocky moon of the untouchable gas giant Kier. It represents not only an exotic mineral resource, but also a gateway to the larger universe. I'm so glad we have the Codex. There was like a very small Codex in Long Live the Queen that was way out of the way. I don't even remember how to get to it. Like every character had like a 2-line like somewhere kind of thing. It's no longer a thrilling frontier. Despite or because of its proximity to the Twin Worlds, it's very rare for it to receive an imperial visit. Dignitaries from this locale usually make their way to Kidro or Andro for audiences. Thus, while Sejina rates only one elector, this reception is the dream of a lifetime for every minor official and regional business director headquartered on the moon. Invitations are in intense demand. Economic thicket! It seems that half the guests wish to speak with you about some manner of investment opportunities. You have far more important things to do with your time. Turn them all away unheard. There's only one guest at the reception with a critical role to play in the near future. You scan the crowd, seeking. Your eyes fall upon a tall, willowy woman whose hair has the gleam of platinum. Makeup enhances the keenness of her gaze. I'm just imagining a willow tree from RuneScape. Her silk gown is colored like a cascade of flower petals. At her side is a middle-aged woman with a pleasant smile, wearing a dark-colored dress of demure sophistication. Thin tracers of silver jewelry glint upon when they catch the eye. This is Myrel, Elector of Sejina. Your Imperial Highness, it is my great pleasure to welcome you here. May I introduce my wife, Biangi? Hi. The lovely Biangi looks confused for a moment before greeting you with a respectful bow. Have you ever visited Sejina before? You have actually, but only as part of a school trip. Educational excursion into the old frontier. Not sure what she would want to hear. Oh god. Do I have it? I don't have any of these. I mean, if I don't have any, tell the truth. School class went on a trip here once. It's a big reward for graduating from the primary level. Mariel laughs. One of our sons is scheduled to have a similar trip to the Twin World soon. A chime interrupts your conversation, signaling that the first of the scheduled speeches is about to begin. What kind of check was that? Etiquette. Okay. Look forward to speaking with you in more detail later, Your Imperial Highness. So are skills rated like by levels now? Like there's basic level, student, that kind of thing? Like the number doesn't actually matter? What's that? Bureaucracy? Oh, no, Minister. Okay. All Sijin is at your service. Thank you. Can't tell how she feels about you. Now that you've met the elector of your region, you can contact her privately during future social phases. Observe the staff. Follow some of the palace staff around, taking note on what they do. Stay put. Your screen is chiming insistently. Someone on your contacts list is trying to call you. Moshi Moshi. Hi, Vasily. Hello, Zorana. Hello, Vasily. Oh, she's cute. Let's go. We got the pink-haired dark elf girl. Zorana, we're here to support you in your hour of need. Or we're not there here yet. I mean, we're here, but we're not here. Well, we could be if you want. What? What she's saying is we would like to visit you in the Heavenly Palace, if that's not an imposition. You shouldn't be all alone at a time like this. You shouldn't have to deal with entertaining us or trying to look the right amount of sad if that's more stress for you. However, if you would enjoy the distraction, and the hugs and the chance to show off all your new stuff, then we'll happily fly out to see you. You want to see your friends? They at least don't want anything political from you, probably. You're still pretty overwhelmed with everything you need to manage here. Yeah, let's go. Should have a quiet visit. It may not be that exciting. Everything's in turmoil around here. That's fine, we're just happy to be with you. We'll see you soon. Okay. Oh god, dang it. I was hoping deception, well, like, you know, interaction would be good here. Okay, we really need, like, etiquette, or, like, is it too late for one in economics? Oh, God. I'm so in over my head. I forgot what it was like to play Long Live the Queen for the first time. Well, we can't do etiquette. Like, it's useless just getting 5 points in it. Do we need sleight of hand? Nothing bureaucracy, I guess. We're becoming competent, okay? You can now denounce an elector, which will please their enemies. Oh god. Don't give me this power. You wait eagerly for your friends to disembark. Zorana! She runs up and throws her arms around you in a hug of greeting. Vasily follows you more sedately, not laying a hand on you in this very public environment. How are you? Have you been sleeping okay? You look tired. What have they done to you? She fusses over your hair while you try to explain about the election and the need to assemble a team of advisors. That must be very difficult, putting your fate in the hand of strangers you cannot trust. I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's a marvelous idea. What is? We could be your advisors. Know a lot about other galactic cultures, and Vasily knows all about art and stuff. But you have people on your team that you trusted. Okay, you're in charge of PR. You get to run the Twitter account. So if you point us to your cabinet, would we assign quarters in the palace? We could stay here longer. Otherwise, we could only visit for a check-in. Is that like a week? Month? Standard period of time equivalent to 13 days. It's a fortnight. Oh. I don't know. Don't decide anything right away. We'll be happy to help, even if it's only for a little while. But if you have many responsibilities, if you want to make those plans, we can talk later. That's right. For now, you need to show us around your palace. Okay. We have 3 skills. Okay. Computer lesson. Friendly. Yeah. You have something of a crush on her, yeah? Hold on, what does this guy do? Art? Is that... Where's art even? Oh, right here. So computer? Is that engineering? Anyway, yeah, let's talk to her. Do I trust these people? Is she evil? Ksenia, I mean, she has an X in her name. She has to be evil. Sits down with you for a crash course on computer handling. Your operation skill increases. Operation? Oh, right there, spaceships. Okay. Okay, so this is... Okay, it's a way of training. Okay. Security alerts. Can I click on this? No. Okay, it just shows. And Investigate background. You dig into the background of Myrelle, Elector of Sigina. She was born to one of the predecessors' harem rather than within a marriage. She's formally acknowledged as heir. She's married and unusually devoted to her wife, Biyangi. Myrelle holds no harem and has never been caught in any hint of scandal or affair. Location may also be a factor in the lack of gossip. Anything that happens here is of limited interest. Region is rarely covered in news reports. They have 2 sons, both of whom were too young for betrothal. Okay. So like 2 women can have kids in this? That's irrelevant. It's science. So we can marry her and it's not like a scandal. Best girl. Oh, I don't know. Pink hair actually looks kind of weird on a dark elf. I mean, blue looks weird too. If it's not red, it doesn't make sense. I've played Morrowind. I know how it works. They have red hair in Skyrim, right? Yeah, okay, we're giving her a closet position. Yeah, so this is what the cabinet chamber looks like. Somehow I thought the walls would be more dark and mysterious. Are you sure you want to join? To be seated at the heart of all your secret government deals? Of course! I happily have you as my external curator, head of galactic relations. She squeaks with joy and kisses you on the cheek. You've now elevated her to the position of external curator. She'll now travel with the palace. She gets her on a galactic relations scale of 30. Oh, she's not that good. Negative? Yeah, we're going around the wheel. Sometimes it's all too much. You find a dark corner where you can be quiet and alone. Yeah, we're staying here another round. Oh. Rastley left late last night. Oh, he already left? Said he'll drag you out of bed first thing in the morning for an important meeting. Okay, each round is 1 check-in then. I thought it was a week each, but I guess that doesn't make sense since it's 13 days. We received a message from the Star Admiral. You need to meet with him to discuss your candidacy for the throne. He doesn't have an official electoral vote. He's head of the Imperial military. His support, or lack of it, will affect how others see you. He reports that an ISK battle has been cited far past the Drog system, an unaffiliated space. Oh yeah, of course I know this. Thank you, Kazetia. ISK battle, or something like giant space moths. They cluster around stars to feed, blocking out the light. A swarm of them was plunged the Novan homeworld into an ice age, nearly wiping out their civilization. That's a long time ago, but it's hard to forget. Is that what happened to LOD? Fortunately, as space-dwelling organisms, they're impervious to most damage and they're impossible to kill. Not directly in a direct course for Imperial space, their movement patterns are unpredictable. It could approach Drog. It's a single Iskfadl. The drug system has no plans to threaten. The danger is not high. Admiral Yakao awaits your instructions. What does spirituality do? What do you want this Star Admiral and his flagship to do? Hold on. Go back. Drog? Drog's not in here? Come on, I didn't. No, I need to. No. Take a position. You need to monitor the situation. Tell the Admiral to take up position in the drug sector and keep watch. Very well. And then, of course, like that weakens our something or something. I don't know. What do we need? What are the milestones for skills? Like, is 30 good? Is 30 big? I assume to get like past this gray point, we need to get to 25 in each still, right? I'm assuming that's the same. We do guns. What's a dart gun? Fire projectile. Puncturing needles, but may also carry drugs or poisons. Oh god. Big guns. Very destructive, but rarely convenient. Yeah, and then I know what a gray is. I really need to do etiquette. Going the wrong way, I guess. What? Yeah, what? Compliant and social? Oh, it's there. Social's there. Yeah, okay, that's far away. I guess, I mean, we could have gotten there easily, you know, in like day 3 or 4, week 3 or Trican 3 or 4. God, okay. I mean, I guess I could call the video here. We're pretty far in. I had to make a cut, so I don't know how far. But yeah, I will see you guys next time with some more Galaxy Princess Zorana when we probably die miserably, is my guess. I'll see you guys then. Bye.